Hey guys, I'm Farid Gaskin, and in this video I'll be teaching you how to animate a container in your Flutter project. The container class provides a convenient way to create a widget with specific properties, width, height, background color, padding, borders, and more. To animate these properties, Flutter provides the animated container widget. Let's begin our project by creating a new Flutter project on Android Studio. We'll choose Flutter application and we'll just call it Flutter app and click next. So company domain is my website farisgaskin.com and click finish. So now that our project is ready, project development usually takes a while depending on your machine. So this is by default the project that we get. If we run this project, there's going to be a button on the screen. Each time you click on that button, a counter will display how many times the button has been clicked. So let's remove all the default comments from this project. Right, so there we have it. We're not going to use the log section right now, so we're going to put this away. And as you can see here, this is the calculation for the counter application. Let's remove this and replace it with our own declarations. I'm going to add a new double object called width with the value of 50 and another double object for my height, again a value of 50, and let's add a new color object. This will be used during animation. So what we're going to do is that we're going to change the shape and the color of our container. So the container is basically the whole screen of your app, and we can actually animate everything. So I'm going to add a new border radius geometry object. We'll call it border radius geometry as well, and let's transform the border radius circular 8. Now if we scroll below, we can see that the counter is now having a bug. That's okay because we've deleted the function, and we're going to replace the column in our body to animated container. And as you can see, the comments are automatically changed. So we're going to replace everything inside the animated container with our own codes. So we'll define the width, and then the height. I used to create my Flutter projects using Sublime, and honestly, using Android Studio or VS Code is much easier. Right, so we're going to add a new decoration. We'll add the color over here. and the border radius okay, let's set the duration of our animation to 1 second. And finally, the animation speed of our curve or border radius, let's set it to fast out, slow in. Okay, finally, we're going to reuse the existing floating action button to give our users the power to change the display of our container. So let's remove this tooltip for now, we're not using it. And then on pressed, let's change the icon to something play arrow. Then let's change the codes to on pressed. So we'll add our own code. Let's start with set state, and we'll add a new random object that will call the random function. So let's also set the width to a random number. And then we'll change the integer to double because our width and our height was declared as a double object. Since we are using math functions, we're going to add to import math library into our object. So at the very top of our code, let's import .math. Yeah, so now the random turns blue. Okay, let's continue with our container. So let's also change the color every time a user clicks the button. So change the red to something random dot next integer 256. So the color will rotate within the RGB values of 256 colors. Next integer 256, and for the blue RGB random next integer 256, and we'll set the opacity to 1 and semicolon. Might be a bit hard to see. Let's take this down. So now that our project is done, let's test it out on our device. If you connect your phone to your machine, you'll see that the model number will appear on Android Studio, and click play or run. So now we have our app successfully up and running on our device. So let's click on the play button here. So each time the button is pressed, the container is animated. It changes color, shape, and size. And as you can see on the Android Studio, each time you press on the button, it will receive a new instruction and it will do something. So let's terminate the project. So that's it for now. If you like this video, don't forget to click the subscribe button, and see you guys later in my next tutorials. Thanks for watching.